十轮金刚呢，就只是它的这个外面世界的部分的内容。其实它最重要的根本呢，跟我们这个内在的这个宇宙，我们的这个身体的话呢，也是跟这个外在的宇宙一样的，它具有这个成住坏空的时候。还有呢，我们的这个身体呢，也是它这个四大的这个聚合的。而我们的这个心识呢，最后怎么样，证悟这个光明呢，证悟这个解脱啊，这方面呢，更多的这个文字的参数呢，在这个内十轮金刚，这个叫做内十轮金刚，内十轮金刚当中有明确的这种说明。
And also in this book called chakra, this part cosmology is belong to the external color chakra in those chapters. And also there are inner color chakra, which is about our own body. There are some parallel between the external world and our internal body, and such as the four different stages of the body, the formation of the body, and the expansion or the residing of the body, and then destruction and emptiness. It's the same, have these four stages, and also our body is made up of the four great elements. And also, there are a very important part about how our mind can realize their luminosity and reach enlightenment or reach liberation. And that is the inner color chakra. That part is also very important.
所以我们按照佛教的观点来讲呢，其实对外面世界的了解和掌握呢，也是作为一个人来讲是也非常重要的。但更重要的呢，就是内在的这种自信的认识和内在的这个自身的世界的关注呢，也是更重要。
And so from a Buddhist point of view, it is very important for us to understand the external world where we are living. And also, what is more important is to understand our inner world and our mind, to understand our mind. That is a very important thing in Buddhism, and it also described in this book.
我这里跟大家说的呢，就是佛教的这个一些当地的这个学者跟我们现在的很多学者呢，也有共同点，就是大家对这个知识的这种渴求热爱，就非常这个努力的争取真理，这方面是相同的。但藏传的也有相当多的人呢，到一定的时候，对自身的了解和对整个自我的这种修养方面呢，他们也非常重视。
And so I think one point is the Buddhist scholars and also for the modern scientists, they have some in common. What in common is that they really make efforts to understand, to seek truth. But for Buddhist scholars, at some point, they also emphasize or pay much attention to their inner practice, understanding themselves, and do a lot of practices to realize that part.
如果自身的这种成就，就是修行的境界没有提高的话呢，即使他对学问的研究再好，也是有些时候呢，他们都认为是这个不圆满的人生。我们在藏传的佛教当中有一个非常著名的历史学家，就叫这个不顿大师，知道不顿大师，他对我们的这个人类的贡献非常非常大，就是造了很多的论点。但是他晚年的时候呢，他对天文学非常有这种兴趣，然后一直是研究，就放下了自己的这个修行。所以很多后来的智者呢，就认为是不应该像他一样。
And so, if our inner realization is not very high, and no matter how many knowledge we gain, Buddhist scholars think it's not a perfect life. For example, there is a very famous Buddhist historian. His name is Putin, and he did a lot of contribution to human society. But because he was a very, very diligent practitioner, but in his later life, he was so fascinated with cosmology. He just put away his practice. He did a lot of research just on cosmology. And so a lot of people say, we should not do that, because if you just put away your inner practice, focus all your efforts on something external, that's not good.
你们在座的呢，也不一定对佛教完全有信仰的，所以呢，我们可能找到一个共同的点，我觉得也是可以。但不管怎么样，我们要求一种 就比较稳固的、长远的这种真理就很重要的，因为只有这样呢，它可能跟着我们的这个时间是最长的。
And I think maybe for you just a student, you may not have some faith, or you don't have maybe a very devoted faith in Buddhism. So we can just find something in common. And also, I think one thing which is important is that we should pursue or seek the truth that will be that will be lasting, that will be stable, instead of something kind of transient truth.
我们这个时代当中呢，就是大家都觉得都要一种很完美的、很美好的，其实这个是不管是哪里的人类都需要这样求，我觉得也是非常有必要的。但更重要的，我们的完美和我们的美呢，就是可能内心的美是最好的，因为它呢，就是不容易老，就是不容易变。如果我们只祈求一些外在的这种完美，或者说是外在的一种这个魅力的话呢，就是它遇到就是种种的岁月的这种创伤的时候呢，很容易就是衰败，就是很容易呢变成丑陋。就是所以我们要追求一个内在的这个完美，就是这样的完美主义呢，就是应该是非常好的。
And so in this age, we know a lot of people really pursue perfect things and something beautiful in this world. And I think it's acceptable or understandable for anyone in this world. But I think what is more beautiful, what is more, it's better, is our inner beauty. And because that thing, the beautiful things that are inside, in your mind, the inner beauty, that is not so changing. And it's not so easy to get out of date. And for those things outward, the external beauty, it can undergo a lot of degeneration, and then you will lose that. So I think it's very important for us to pursue some inner perfection.
其实我们每个人不知道今生当中呢，就是研究这个外在的世界，就是有多大的这个空间和机遇，就很难说。但最关键的就是要净化我们这个内心的世界。同时呢，就跟我们自己的这个相关的这个家园和相关的这个社会群体当中呢，就是应该是充分的有了解和这个学习的机缘。同时，我们自己呢，应该在你所能及的，就是做到一点这个爱这个知识的，爱这种智慧，而且这种智慧呢，对自己和对他人都有帮助的。我是经常想我们。一方面就是追求这个知识，就是非常重要人生当中，但另一方面呢，我们可能更重要的，我们要对自身呢，就是应该有个负责任的，就是具有一个比较这个实质性的，就这样的这个人呢，就是才活在这个世界是应该是最有意义的。
And so I think what kind of life will be most meaningful in this world is that so. On one hand, we can do some research or study about the external world, and what is more important is purify our inner world and have a very good, very well understanding about the environment we are in, and about the knowledge that will be helpful for ourselves and also for others. And then if we do that, then we can pursue the knowledge that we need, and also at the same time be responsible for ourselves, and also make a great effort to help other people and ourselves. I think in that way, your life will be very meaningful.
其实我们这个宇宙空间，这个世界呢，就是非常的大，但是如果把它缩成的话呢，就是可能是变成你所周围的你的这个小小的世界。如果这个世界再缩成的话呢，归根结底还是我们内心的世界。如果一个人认识了内心世界的时候呢，那就是他实际上间接的已经认识了，就是整个我们的这个宇宙世界的真相。
So although we see the whole universe is immense, it's infinite, it's very, very big, we cannot imagine that. But if we just kind of shrink it into a small world or universe, and then shrink that into just our inner world, then in that way, if we understand our mind, understand our inner world, then at the same time you can understand the small world and the whole universe. And I think that will be a very good way for you to start to understand the whole universe.
我以前在这个学习的时候呢， 就看到过一个印度的学者的一个诗歌，他说有时候呢，我们要关注这个外面的这个五颜六色的这个世界，就是对自己的内心呢，就是非常有帮助的。有时候呢，我们要关注是自己的这种这个明空无二的这个内心世界。那这样呢，就是通过它呢，就是也会让这个认识就是外面的这个美丽世界。
And so previously I read a statement from an Indian scholar, and I like that statement very well. And I want to share it here. So he said something like this. So sometimes we should pay attention to the external colorful world, and through that we can understand. It kind of help us to understand our inner world. And sometimes we should pay attention to our inner world, which is the inseparability of luminosity and emptiness. And through that understanding, we can also get a better idea of our external world.
我就讲这么多。